We mentioned Sid at 11 and Marner at 12 is interesting to me. Like Sid dropping out of the top 10. I think it's probably justified based on where he is in his career. But this is new ground for him. You know, like Ovi's been out of the top 10 for a while now. Like the last couple of years, I think he's been out of the top 10. But Sid owned the number one spot for at least a decade. And if he wasn't number one, it was just a formality. He was somewhere around there, top 3, top 5, certainly top 10. And now, according to TSN, collective experts, we got Sid outside of the top 10. Got him at 11. Here's our TSN hockey insider, Darren Dreger. Do you adhere to that voting and that algorithm that ended up with Sid at number 11 in the top 50?
Yeah, you know what? Full disclosure, I had him at 14 on my list. Yeah. I did. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. For sure it is.
A lot of good players.
Yeah. Hayes, what did you guys? Can you remember off the top of your head where you had Crosby?
I had him in the top 10, I believe.
I had him higher than probably anyone in our building.
Yeah, I had him 9. I'm looking at it right now. I had him at number 9.
I full disclosure, I had him at 16.
16.
So I'm part of.
You have 15 players.
Guys, I'm part of the problem.
You can't have that reaction, Hayes. You can't.
I'm part of the problem.
It's an individual thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I understand that, but I like you say, I'm part of the problem. Might have dragged him out of the top 10. I know, but it's.
Noodles is a Calgary super fan. He likes the Calgary guy.
That's true.
Actually, I didn't. I don't think I had a Calgary Flame ahead of him, to be honest. So, but honestly, I had a guy like Kucherov, ahead of him.
Fine.
Like Shesterk and Hedman, Kaprizov, McKinnon, Draisaitl, like Vasilevsky, I had ahead of him.
Me too.
It's just where you start to look at the cycle of these great players, and I should, if I had to do over, I'd probably have him higher just based on not guilt, but out of what I'm looking at it and he deserves more respect than that, and I should have given him. Put it that way. That's on me.
That's all good. How about you? How do you explain yourself, Dregs? Why do you lack the respect towards Sid at 15?
Yeah, well, that'll never happen ever. I respect him greatly.
Yeah.
Well, I had to cough there. No, you know what? It's obviously age. It's a projection of the season you think he's going to have, the season that the Penguins are going to have. And I'm not going to lie, I am regretting a little bit positioning him at 14. So doing the podcast with Ray Ferraro on yesterday, in fact, and one of the questions asked of us from social media was, outside of the obvious, give us a dark horse Hart Trophy candidate. And Ray mentioned Sid as his first option, and I went, oh, no. Because I remembered in this ridiculous exercise of projecting top 50 that I had him outside my top 10. There's just players that at this stage of Sid's career, I think are more deserving of being higher up. I had Barkov at 11.
You know what? I was going to backtrack. I had him at 12, Dregs. Did we have Barkov too high?
No.
You know what I mean?
Listen, again, you get a player. What has become clear here from my standpoint is you've got a high-end list of Matthews, McDavid, McCarr, Draisaitl, I think Vasilevsky, McKinnon. Right. I think that's your top 6 or 7 for the most part. Yeah. And then after that, it's okay. Where's Kucherov? Where's maybe Kaprizov? And then
Hedman.
You got 15 guys that could be interchangeable when you project the season, right? Yeah. It could be Sid higher, it could be Hedman higher, it could be Yossi lower. Anyway, there's a lot of good players, a lot of really good players in the league, and that's why it's tough.